Alive again. Hello. We're going to talk about the.
Like trying to drink off screen. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
I don't know why. You're 21, right?
Yep.
Oh, good.
You never carded her?
That.
I always card. It just seems like she has a kid, so I assume.
Legit.
Nope. You can have a kid before 21.
Teen Mom. Good show.
And have a TV show.
Oh my God! Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
That's the dream. So this week we were going to talk about our inspiration for our articles and also anything else that came up, like Ice Cream Gate or.
Oh, that's good.
I didn't read the article. I only saw the headline.
It's crazy.
It's so crazy.
It's so funny. It's like,
where were they
to do that?
So it's just that Donald Trump has a special way that he eats. And so when the White House chefs will bring out the food, or the White House waiter or whatever, he always gets a Diet Coke. Everyone else is served water.
Okay.
He eats horribly. Just horribly. He'll get a second bowl of sauce for whatever they're eating. And no one else.
For the chicken, no one else gets a second bowl of sauce.
No one. He gets a second bowl of sauce. No one else gets a second bowl of sauce.
And 2 scoops of ice cream.
Yeah, and he gets 2 scoops of ice cream with cake. But also,
Mike Pence. He's watching his figure. I can hear Ruby.
I can hear Ruby too.
People who are watching this, we should say that sound is Ruby.
Wait. Mike Pence is watching his figure?
Yeah, he gets fruit instead of cake or pie.
You know what I think? He probably eats fruit because cake and ice cream are too sinful.
Did you see that video of the kid he elbowed in the face?
No, I gotta watch that.
Okay, so he didn't really. I'll say this. This is the one thing I'll say, Mike Pence. He barely touched the kid. However, this kid followed him around and was like, excuse me, sir, you owe me an apology. Mike Pence flat out is ignoring him, right? And he's picking up and hugging all these little girls, which I'm like, that's weird.
That's weird.
He's ignoring this little boy who's tapping his shoulder. It's very strange when you look at it that way, which because of what he says about his wife, I couldn't look at it any other way.
Right. So the first thing I think is he shouldn't be hugging all those girls. Who knows?
Exactly. Where's his wife?
Where's Karen? Where's Mother?
Mother.
Oh my God.
Oh, speaking of Mother's Day is coming up.
Mother's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
Steph will be celebrating her second Mother's Day as a mother.
Congratulations.
15-year-old mother.
16.
Well, she wants to be able to drive, but she's not allowed.
No.
Yeah.
Barely get her permit.
I almost did another Kellyanne parenting column. I might still do it next week, honestly. But now she's back.
Oh my God, I missed her so much. I didn't realize how much I missed her until I saw her.
Oh, that segment with Anderson Cooper.
Yeah. Oh my God. So I wrote that Mike Huckabee piece today.
Yes.
And I was going through Mike Huckabee's tweets to see if I could just mine for anything that he has already said.
Of course.
Or get his voice,
Well, because when you want to imitate the greats, you really gotta
get that voice.
Yeah.
Just like writing any pilot, you gotta write a spec script. You gotta write in the voice of the showrunner.
Uh-huh.
So I was on his thing, and he was talking about how childish. No, wait. He said he thinks something's wrong with Anderson Cooper's eyes because they were rolling. He should probably get to the eye doctor and get his eyes checked.
Good one.
What?
Real zinger.
Who is he running? Is he running these by anybody? He's like, oh no, this is a good one. I got a good one.
Don't know.
Well, he's probably like, oh, Trump does it.
No, I think he really well because you have to remember Mike Huckabee also is a musician,
If you look
and
at his
when he
Twitter
would,
bio, it says ex-governor of Arkansas
Yep.
and also bassist for a band, like
Yeah.
bass guitarist or something.
yeah, I think they would play out his show every night on Fox. But I like that it says former governor, then the bassist of a band, not like husband, father,
No,
grandfather.
no. Although his favorite moment of Sarah Huckabee being the Sean Spicer fill-in or whatever she was doing was mentioning his granddaughter.
Of course. Did y'all hear my burp that I just kind of did just then?
No.
I didn't. I was listening to Lindsay's.
Cool. I was just making sure. Yeah.
I wasn't really critique. Anyway, but yes, Mike Huckabee on
Mike
Twitter.
Huckabee. Follow at Mike Huckabee on
You
Twitter.
know what? Can I have to tell you? I'm shocked that that account didn't exist.
I know.
So was that, yeah.
It was insane to me.
Because usually what happens, it's like parody accounts just pop up.
Right.
Immediately.
And it's not like that's his first joke.
No. He wrote that awful one on Cinco de Mayo.
Oh.
But that was just like,
which was the
like,
Cinco de
"Is this
Mayo
real?"
one?
He said
he was going to eat a jar of salsa in celebration.
Yeah, it's horrifying. It's where the Chinese New Year one comes from. Let me pull it up because it's too good.
Well, I like the one where I think the C and N acronym, CCN.
Yeah, CCN.
Well, can I tell you, it took me, since I have learned, it took me a real long time to be like, yeah, that's a bad joke, but I didn't understand why the acronym was wrong for a while.
Oh yeah, I thought it was an awful joke. I'll be honest too, and I was like, "What's the big deal?" And then I tweet, and then I was like, "Oh,
right, yeah.
He's a fucking idiot."
The best is I feel like he told his wife, who he probably calls mother as well, and it's like, "Mother, I've got a joke," and it's that there's a cardiac whatever network, and she's like, "Oh my god, yeah, Dad, that's great."
Oh, father.
Father.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so here's his Cinco de Mayo tweet. For Cinco de Mayo, I will drink an entire jar of hot salsa and watch old Speedy Gonzalez cartoons and speak Spanish all day. Happy CD Mayo.
That's what I couldn't believe wasn't a parody account. Like when he said the Speedy Gonzalez cartoons, which I'm not gonna lie, I used to love Speedy Gonzalez cartoons. Very funny, little funny mouse. But come on, we all know now, horribly racist.
This is why I do kind of see Steph's point of view of like, is he trying to be Trump? Because last year Trump said that awful thing on Cinco de Mayo. I love Hispanics, or he was eating like the taco.
Loved the taco salad at Trump Tower. It's the best.
Yeah, the Hispanics love him or something awful. So I was thinking the same thing when I read that Cinco de Mayo tweet of like, oh, Mike Huckabee's like the Dennis Leary of Republican candidates.
Oh,
Dennis Leary.
Snorts.
Didn't he used to host like those like comedy charity events, right? That was him?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's right. It was the fire one.
Yes.
The Worcester, the firefighters.
Yeah. And they would have like backstage bits.
I think it was the Comics Come Home.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know why. Wow.
I remember watching it.
Yeah, sure. I watched it too.
I never watched it.
All right.
It was always like firefighter stuff. I get it.
All right, firefighters, you heard it here.
Lindsay doesn't care. Lindsay doesn't care.
Support our firefighters. Talk about your article, Steph, with the
oh yeah. So Sally Yates went behind for the Judiciary Committee, and then I saw like all like the recaps and stuff, and it kind of, it reminded me a bit of Hillary being in front of 11 hours. And I was like thinking about I originally, my first thought was the thing of how these women are always just talked about with what they're wearing. And that was what I was the first thing. And then I was like, well, what's the other, possibility of like, because she looked great, but you didn't really see much.
She looked amazing.
She looked amazing. So then I was like, well, maybe there's like a thing about being physically fit for these things. Hillary sat through 11 hours. Now I think it was like 3 hours or 3.5 hours, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like sat through all these like men saying things, and she's holding her own. And, so I went with exercise, and I went with a workout routine. But I think my favorite is still the Ted Cruz clip of all of them, because he just, was like, I'm gonna zing you, and she's like, nope, and then he's like, I'm gonna zing you again, and she's like, nope.
Because none of them know what they're talking about. Like, that was her job. She knows what it's about. So for Ted Cruz, who, rewind, his kids don't like him.
Oh yeah.
For him to be like, oh, well, here it is on, like, no.
It was such that thing of like, I'm going to catch you. And she's like,
You're not.
I know my job.
You're not.
Yeah.
Right. I liked that old guy next to her, because at one point he literally was like this on the desk at one point. And it was the greatest.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Yeah, no, she was great, and she was eloquent, and she, fucking did it. She's like, fuck y'all. Like, she did. Like, she was like, no,
yes.
I stand by all of my decisions,
Yeah.
and you're not going to make me feel like I did anything wrong. And she didn't.
Right.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so that's where that all came from. I also like exercise and fitness.
I was going to say, you're just trying to be fit.
I'm trying to be fit.
There you go.
So. Mm-hmm. Okay, anyway.
All right. And Rebecca, your article was how everything sucks again.
It's literally like I wake up Wednesday morning and everything happens, and I'm like, are you kidding?
It's hump day.
Kidding? So I didn't even get to the point, because I had read about it, and then people made it a bigger deal later in the day, that Sean Spicer was hiding in bushes.
Oh, it's so good.
He made people turn off the cameras.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's not even that he was hiding.
It's the best thing on the planet. And how much money, like, I would have given so much money just to see his face when he found out Melissa McCarthy's hosting SNL this weekend. Like,
oh yeah.
They're gonna
totally fucked.
Well, and then I think they had a correction on the story where he wasn't hiding in the bushes. He was among the bushes. Something like that.
Yeah. Among the bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I crouch down in front, behind, I'm around I'm surrounded by bushes. I get it. Watching the Kellyanne and Anderson Cooper video is really because that bitch can spin.
Oh my God.
She answers the questions she wants to answer, even if they weren't asked.
Oh yeah, and she makes herself a victim when it's like, oh, can I answer the question, Anderson? Can I answer the question? Oh, thanks for that trip down memory lane. Oh my God.
Thanks for that trip down memory lane. By the way, here, let's talk about the election results.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, did you see that he has a whole picture of the election results that he got framed, that he's hanging in the White House?
I didn't know that. I know about the crowd at the inauguration.
That photo? No, now it's like the electoral map.
Yeah, that's where the basis of the it's not a blue dress or a gold dress. It's a red. It's red. It's all red.
The issue also with this Russia thing that is getting more play today than it did yesterday. Who said that was a good idea? Besides Putin. Who was like, yeah, no, we shouldn't have American press in there. Who is like looking at these things besides Donald Trump and Putin and thinking that they're the right things to do and thinking that it's, whatever. It's so crazy. Oh,
It's
and then
insane.
Betsy DeVos got booed at that college, which
Well,
another bright side.
yeah. There's a lot of bright sides just hidden in there.
Yeah, we needed the little things to get you through a Russian camera crew putting God knows what in that White House.
Oh my God.
It's like, did you ever see that episode of The Office when Jim gets promoted over Dwight and Jim gets his own office and then Dwight gives him a mallard, but the mallard has a walkie-talkie at the bottom of it. And so Jim is like, I know this is, but really Dwight planted a recording pen in the office. That's what this is. This is just an elaborate Jim Dwight feud.
Ugh.
There, I boiled it down for America.
Wait. Does that make Trump Dwight or Trump is?
I would say Trump is, in this scenario, Russia is Dwight.
Okay.
But I think in general, Trump just might be Michael Scott, bumbling his way through the day-to-day. And even Dwight
except Michael Scott ran a paper company in Scranton, and Trump is the president of the United States.
I don't see how that's any different.
In fact, if I remember correctly, when Trump took this job, he could still continue to do his old job while he did his current job. Do you remember when he said that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He would be able to do all of it. So I think that he could probably run a paper company in Scranton, Pennsylvania, and also be the president of the United States.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that he is saying that they tricked him.
Oh, I haven't heard that part.
Yeah.
Russia tricked him into the interview?
Because that camera, the Russian state
task.
Thank you. The task photographer.
Oh, was just taking pictures everywhere and being like, "Oh, my camera keeps going off."
Well, it was something like they'd said that it was a personal photographer, and so that's how Trump got tricked.
Personal photographer.
Yeah. It is personal.
That still doesn't explain why they didn't let any American press in. Like, I mean, I guess I see that he didn't think it was press, whatever. But like, why not let American press in anyway?
Someone had posted this thing the other day that was like, here's how you look innocent. And you like go in and you say, if this is a problem that Russia is infiltrating our election and there's all kinds of things popping up, let's go in there and figure out who it is and get them out of our government.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And he's not doing that
Mm-hmm.
at all. So
I really enjoy how he and Sarah Huckabee Sanders keep being like, the Democrats wanted him gone. I don't understand the problem. Why are they so mad at me? It's like, think of like, he was doing his job. Like, he handled the email shit wrong. Yes. However, he was still doing his job.
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing his job and investigating the president. But, now someone else can do it.
No, but he told the president 3 times he wasn't under investigation.
Right. Once at a dinner.
2 phone calls.
2 phone calls. Once he called Trump and once Trump called him. He's not really sure. He just knows he's not being investigated because when you're being investigated, you get a lot of papers. You're investigating his campaign, but not him personally.
I mean, what is it?
it's amazing.
I really like when Kellyanne kept saying to Anderson, I'm not being investigated. I'm not being investigated. He's like, well, you're the part of the campaign, right? You were on the show. She's like, but I'm not being investigated. That's like, the semantics behind these people.
Yeah, it's very I mean, they're just bullshitting all the time. So they just pull things out of nowhere. It's an amazing skill. It's truly amazing.
Really is.
It really is.
It's amazing how much white Republicans are so mad they had to take orders from a black man for 8 years.
Oh my God, it is amazing.
That's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And maybe a Muslim.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
You know, he went to church more time than Trump has like ever gone, right?
Golf courses have churches.
Do they?
Have churches.
No.
Problem. Okay.
Nope. I don't think the one that he goes to has any churches.
No. Not one for that big ass. Sorry, I'm really fine.
Call him like you see him. No.
Well,
all right.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens with this big old investigation. That's the big thing.
Next week, get ready for my how is the office, the top 10, how is the White House just doing the top 10 pranks of the office.
Oh, that's exciting. Also sign up for our newsletter.
Oh yeah.
Sign up for our newsletter.
And we're wrapping this up.
We redesigned the site.
Oh yeah, the site's been redesigned.
Sure,
no, we didn't say that. So that's pretty vague.
You're welcome.
Pretty major.
I always, if we can end on a positive thing.
All right, we have to end on positive.
We don't have to, but if we can.
Yeah. Also, I had an audition today.
Oh, congratulations
So
on
that's
making that a positive.
That's a positive.
I babysat for 2 extra hours today and got a manicure. That way I could afford it. Positive.
I got nothing.
This is your thing.
You must end on a positive.
I got this. That was not made by my daughter.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know that baby. She did not make that.
Yeah.
I mean, she can't even crawl up on that bed when there's a cover on it.
I've been laughing about that for days. That little diaper butt trying to get up on there.
Very cute. You have a cute kid. That's positive.
Thanks.
All right.
There we go.
Well, thanks for tuning in. I'm curious to see what happens next in the White House.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Good night.
Good night.